sure. We had another trade though. It was pretty intense as well. I mean, it wasn't on the level of this one because of the caliber of players. However, these ain't no slouches. So we had the Spurs, the Kings, and the Bulls get involved in a trade. We know the talks about De'Aaron Fox about to be traded. They get rid of the coach, Mike Brown. Doug Christie is now the coach. And Doug Christie makes it known Fox is a star. And we're going to use him that way. He's going to be, everybody's going to know that. Fox balls, they win. But then you hear reports Fox want to go. It's time for Fox to leave. And where he end up at? Will Wemby in San Antonio. Oh, my goodness. So let's talk about the details on the trade first. The Spurs receive De'Aaron Fox, Jordan McLaughlin, and that's how you say it. I'm going to say J-Mac for now. Then the Kings receive Zach Lavine, 2025 first-round pick from the Hornets, 2027 first-round pick from the Spurs, 2031 first-round pick from the Timberwolves, 2025 second-round pick from the Bulls, 2028 second-round pick, two of them, one from the Nuggets and one from the Bulls. So the Kings got a whole rack of draft picks for De'Aaron Fox. And Luka only got one from, come on now. Bulls received Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, Trey Jones, and the 2025 first-round pick. Seemed like the Bulls got the short end of the stick. If you ask me, what? For Lavine? That's ridiculous. I mean, the Kings they probably did the best in the trade. I'm not mad at the Spurs either, to be quite honest, because you got a guy in Fox. But the Kings got Lavine and endless picks. And they got up off of Kevin Huerter, who I feel like his time was up. You know, he had a tremendous year the first year when they ended the playoff drought, and he hasn't really been doing the most. He really hasn't been doing much ever since. He has a splash here, a splash there, but I don't think his services is needed there anymore. I like Lavine. All right, let's talk about this. Lavine and DeRozan on the wings. Now, when they were back in Chicago, they looked tremendous when they first started. You know, you had Lavine on the wing, DeRozan on the other wing, Lonzo Ball running the show. It was a beautiful thing to see. The Bulls were winning games. They looked like a team that can be formidable once the playoffs start. Then Lonzo Ball went down. So now you have two shooting guards that are really score first guys, and they both can shoot the midi. Lavine has a little bit more range, and they both athletic. They're pretty much kind of like the same player. I just think Lavine has a little bit more. His game is a little more expanded, I would say. He can do a little bit more with his game. Because he used to run the one with Minnesota when he was on the Timberwolves. But them two out there with no facilitator, it's not consistently effective, their offense. Like it's not smooth transition. It's a lot of ball holding. It doesn't look good at all. But the thing about the Kings actually have Sabonis, and they run a lot of their offense through Sabonis. So having two wings like that and a guy like Sabonis, this is going to be nice. I think, because I truly feel like the Kings really want to run their offense through Sabonis, and they didn't want to run through Fox. I don't understand why. I mean, I kind of get it because Sabonis is really good at passing, but Fox, this dude is a beast. Two-way monster. Can score with the best of them. Can strap up the best of them. I've seen him strap up Kyrie and Steph and them boys. I mean, you can't strap him up the whole game, but you know what I'm saying. So him having De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle on the wings defending, then Wemby in the back. Whoa. Spurs, man, that was a great pick. I thought De'Aaron Fox. I think he's a superstar. Really, like the dude is a top 5 talent when it comes to point guards in this league, and more than most point guards in the league, he defends at a super high level for sure. Shout out Tomo. Hey, he said the Wizards are the real losers. I understand, man. I understand. I'm mad. My Magic ain't do nothing yet neither. I wanted Lavine. Shout out my boy Cardo. He a Bulls fan. We talking about your boy Veen. So I like that. I like the pickup for the Kings. I like Lavine there. I really like Lavine there. And shout out to Joe. He right. We have Malik too, who's a really good passer. Malik Monk. I think he's a really good. I think he's a really good player. Period. Like he's just a beast to me. So let's talk about the Bulls right quick. What did the Bulls accomplish with this move? Like really, they get the Spurs first round pick, but I got the Spurs making the playoffs, so that pick isn't going to be much. Zach Collins, Kevin Uter, Trey Jones. I don't know if the Bulls trying to tank, man. Where the Bulls at right now? They 21 and 29, 10th in the East. I really don't know how their offense is going to look. You hear reports that a lot of teams are interested in Vucevic. So if the Bulls are in that mode where they're trying to hit the reset button, it might be that time, man, because you got rid of DeRozan, you got rid of Lavine. Now you got Vucevic, Kobe White. You got the young rookie, which is he can get some more time to develop him. I'm trying to think of who else you guys have that are pretty solid players. It's going to be a Vucevic, Kobe White show for sure. Oh, what's the boy Giddey, Josh Giddey. So it's going to be interesting to see with the Bulls. It seems like the Bulls are resetting though. Lavine, man, woo, that would have been tough for me to get rid of Lavine and to only get back Kevin Uter, Trey Jones, a 2025 first round pick from the Spurs, and Zach Collins is ridiculous to me though. So Kings won a trade. I think the Kings might be the biggest winner, like for the future. But the Spurs definitely the most like the immediate winners in this trade because I think Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, that's gonna be crazy. Because they don't have a scorer like Fox over there. Don't have a guy that can just go get a bucket other than Wemby. And he hasn't truly, mastered that either. He's more of a catch and shoot guy and all that kind of stuff. So let me tap in the comments with y'all real quick. Kings, Dave said Kings got another score and Lavine, so that helps with Fox gone. Yeah. I don't know what it was about like these last 2 years. It's like Fox ain't been really, I don't know if he ain't been happy, but it's like we haven't been getting the best of Fox consistently. Once they made the playoff run, he hurt his hand against the Warriors. I thought he was gonna come back next year, dropping almost 30 a game. But it seems as if the offense truly want to run the offense through Sabonis. So this is definitely definitely a good move for that, if you ask me that. And 3 first and 3 second helps out a lot. Yes, it does. That's what I'm saying, man. The Kings, they racked up for sure. Joe said Bulls finally made a decision on which direction they want to go. Yeah, they did. I mean, I don't know what direction they trying to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they trying to do because they ain't get a lot of draft picks. They got one draft pick for this year. So I don't know I really don't know what direction they trying to go, Joe, but they did pick something, you know. Shout out to Ty. I didn't know Zach Collins still played. Yeah, he's that journeyman. I don't think he's that old though. He's like in his 20s still, I think. I think he's still a young guy. Like he ain't like super young, but I think he's like, let me double check really quick. He's 27. So he's gonna be around for a couple more years, Ty. The spacing for Fox with the Spurs will be crazy. Yeah. I mean, I think just having a guy like Wemby, because Fox is a guy that applies pressure on the ball. So when you got a guy that can apply pressure on the ball, it just makes it a lot easier for the shot blockers in the back. And then him and Castle are two good defenders. They might give us a run for our money for the best defending guards out here. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Joe. He's a Kings fan. Make sure you check out Kings Talk. I know he got a lot to say because Fox was his guy. He was talking about how Fox, the last 2 years, he starts off hot and he cools down around December. Yep. Joe said they could at least be sorry and get a good pick. They've been stuck in the middle all these years. Okay, Joe, that is facts, and that's what I was thinking too. Like, are they like, you know what? Let's just tank. We're not tank. Let's just be. Let's just, if we're gonna be bad, let's be bad. We're not gonna be like subpar or best. We're gonna be bad, and I feel them on that for sure. I feel them on that for sure. Because the Bulls, they're that team. They remind me of kind of like the Kings in the West. They're that team that they did good, and it's like, all right, we see where y'all going, and it's like they never kept going. It's like they took a step back. Same with the Kings. The Kings broke that playoff drought, and it's like they've been regressing ever since. Shout out to Kev. Hey, Kev is the Mad fan, you know. I don't know if this is about his team or the Kings. Definitely got a bunch of something. Oh, he probably talking about how the Kings got a bunch of something and your boy and they got a bunch of nothing over there. Like the Bulls, it's like the Bulls and the Mavericks is like, yo, we about to just get a ball with these guys and just start fresh. You know what I mean? Start fresh. We still got some quality players. We can make some things work. Kev said, I think the Mavs are trying to bring the old school style of play back. The Kings are trying to bring the two guard back to the. Hey, the Mavericks are definitely going to try to lean on their bigs for sure because outside of Kyrie, I like Jay Hardy. I got to see how y'all going to look. You know, I'm excited to see it because I'm a Kyrie fan and I think this is his opportunity to once again lead a team. So I'm excited for it, man. So don't forget Thursday, 3 p.m. It's the deadline for these trades, man. We got, if you want to know about these trades when they happen, right when they happen, click the link down below, man. Become a member. We got Davey Shafty in the comments right now. If anything drops, I guarantee you he gonna put it in the comments, and it's just like that in the chat. If you want to know something, go to the chat, man. That's what you got to do. Once